Back in 2008, Jordan Brand came out with a Become Legendary campaign, and in one of the ads, specifically the Look Me in the Eyes ad, Michael Jordan uttered the words, "I'm scared of what I won't become. You're scared of what I could become." That is one of the most ice-cold quotes I've ever heard. Please go watch that ad on YouTube. It's still up. The music with Michael Jordan narrating it, it's ice cold. And in 2013, Jordan Brand took inspiration from that campaign and came out with a Fear Pack that included the Jordan 4, the Jordan 5, and a Jordan 3. And it's that Jordan 3 that's making a return for the 35th year anniversary of the Jordan 3, Air Jordan 3 Fear. Like I mentioned before, this was part of a pack of 3 Jordan shoes, and I really need them to bring back the Jordan 4 and 5, but I'll take the Jordan 3s, no complaints. Now, the Jordan 3 was designed by Tinker Hatfield, legendary designer. It was his first Jordan Brand shoe, and the Jordan 3s originally came out in 1988 for a retail price of $100. If you convert that to 2023 money, that's about $250 to $260. So we're actually getting a pretty good bargain, even though it is still very expensive for a pair of shoes. Real quick, I do want to mention on November 1st, if you go to my website, you can sign up to be a Sole Inclined member, members with benefits. So for $8 a month, you'll get ad-free videos, you'll get early access to every single video. So as soon as I finish editing it, I'll upload it. You'll be able to watch, and you'll also get 4 exclusive videos every month. I do want to grow a community. I do want to make this more of a full-time thing, and I do want to spend more time making more videos. So your support, really appreciate it. But if you don't want to support, totally cool with me. I'm still really appreciative and grateful if you watch my videos just on YouTube. And the materials on this shoe, it's that kind of leather with like a nubuck finish, or maybe the other way around. Remember, nubuck is just a type of leather. Regardless, it reminds me of the Armand Manier Jordan 4, that type of material. There's this kind of matte leather touch to it. It gives the shoe like a vintage type of look without it being unnatural. So I like the base layer. And on the eye stays, as well as the tongue itself, it feels like maybe synthetic nubuck. It doesn't feel that nice. And then on the mud guard, you'll see this very dry suede. Honestly, I don't love that type of suede. It's not my favorite. I really like that smooth, premium feeling suede. But in very small amounts, it's not the worst. And of course, at the back of the shoe, the very distinct feature, the most distinct feature of the Jordan 3, it is that elephant print. And this one, the elephant print, because of the colors used, it's much more subtle. It's not as obvious. The midsole of the shoe, the polyurethane midsole, it comes in this gradient color. So at the back, you'll see splatters of gray on black, and then it becomes gradually lighter. And throughout the shoe, the color that makes the shoe pop a little bit more is that orange, officially called Total Orange. It's actually a very good shoe for Halloween, but this orange, I think in a vacuum, is a little too much. But on this shoe, paired with the black and the dark gray, I really like it. I think it gives the shoe a different dimension. Makes the shoe kind of more special than just like a very dark gray and black shoe. And of course, the booty of the shoe, it is a Jumpman. It's not an OG pair. I know that's not always a hard and fast rule. Some non-OG pairs do come with Nike Air on the booty. But generally, if you see a Jumpman on the back of a Jordan 3, it means it's not an OG colorway. Now moving on to the insoles of the shoe, comes with their orange Jumpman on the insole. Now speaking of the insole, this is the most disappointing part about the shoe in my opinion. In 2013, the insoles came with the quote that Michael Jordan said in that ad. So it said, on one shoe, I'm scared of what I won't become. And then on the other shoe, it said, you're scared of what I could become. I don't know why they had to change that out and make it just generic Jumpman insoles for this shoe. They should have came with that ice cold quote for the insoles. I really think it removes part of the DNA of the shoe, part of what made the shoe special in the first place. I don't know, it just baffles me. Does it cost more money to like print those words on the insole? Maybe. No good reason justifies that decision. And then comparing the 2023 version to the 2013 version, I don't have that shoe in hand, so I can't do like a side-to-side comparison, so I'm not gonna fake like I know what I'm talking about. But from images, that gradient color on the midsole in the original version of this shoe, you see the gradient extends further, but on this year's version of the shoe, it kind of starts mellowing out into that gray, the light gray earlier on. And the Jordan 3, like I mentioned before, comes with a polyurethane midsole. It has a visible Nike Air unit on the heel, as well as the forefoot, and then this rubber outsole, one of the best looking outsoles of all Jordan shoes. And again, the hints of orange on the outsole, it's just such a Halloween color. Now this shoe doesn't come with any extra laces. I would have liked to see how white laces or even kind of sail laces look on the shoe, even this orange if you want to get wild. I don't have a problem with the black laces, but I did really want to see how some other colors would look on the shoe. In the box of the shoe, a special box for this shoe, it has the words of that quote, that ice cold quote. Love the box of the shoe. And then on the side of the shoe, the elephant print, orange Jumpman in the middle. Love it. And the paper inside the shoe also comes with that quote. So they pretty much put it everywhere, apart from the insoles. Now moving on to size and comfort, I'm a size 9.5 true to size. I have wide feet. For Jordan 3s, I do just stick true to size. Fits really well. The Jordan 3s are one of the most comfortable and well-fitting shoes for my feet. So whether or not you have wide feet, I do recommend just sticking true to size. In terms of comfort, the Jordan 3s, even though it's very old, it came out in 1988, it's one of the most comfortable Jordans, at least from Jordan 1 to 14. The padding around the ankle collar, around the inside of the shoe, fits very snugly. The cushioning, it has a Nike Air unit on the heel as well as the forefoot. I will say some Jordan 3s, like the dark iris Jordan 3s that I have, for some reason, the cushioning for that shoe is like super flat. It felt super stiff. But for this Jordan 3, much more comfortable, more aligned to what I expect from a Jordan 3. And overall, there's not many complaints. The polyurethane midsole has a slight weight savings compared to like a rubber cup sole. There's still a bit of weight to this shoe, but that's to be expected for such an old shoe. But overall, the Jordan 3s, I could wear this all day, all week, all month, all year. Yeah. And that brings the total sole score of the Jordan 3 Fair to 30 out of 40. A pretty good score compared to other general releases. Now colorway wise, I am a fan of black sneakers or like dark gray off noir sneakers, probably more than a lot of other people. So I really like this colorway. In a vacuum, I don't love that orange, but I think it works well on this shoe. I think it gives the shoe a different dimension. The gradient midsole, not for everybody. I like it, I'm fine with it. I don't love it, but yeah, it doesn't really dissuade me from the shoe. And in terms of materials, the majority of the upper sole I do like. It is soft, it feels nice, but there are some parts where I don't love, like the eye stays as well as the tongue and the mudguard. Not my favorite. And in terms of comfort, like I mentioned before, this Jordan 3 is super comfortable. Most Jordan 3s, in my experience, fit very well on my feet. I have no problems with the comfort of the shoe. The cushioning is decent, the padding inside, very, very well done. In terms of versatility, the Jordan 3s, one of the more versatile Jordans. Honestly, like the early Jordans, like the 1, maybe the 2s, probably the Jordan 2 lows, but the Jordan 1s, 3s, 4s, 5s, they're just all super versatile. And then gradually, as technology advanced, as people started to figure out what works best on a basketball court, you could see the Jordans tend to start looking more like just pure athletic shoes. So it didn't lend itself too well to versatility, but the Jordan 3s, timeless. And in terms of the versatility of the colorway, I think this kind of very dark gray or black, officially they call it Night Stadium color, that works really, really well. I think it goes with a lot of outfits. Black shoes though, not for everybody. And the orange, yeah, might be a little bit too much for some people, but overall, still a very versatile colorway. The Jordan 3 Fair in 2023 is still a very nice looking shoe. It's a very wearable shoe, and it's inspired by just one of the best Jordan brand marketing campaigns. 2008 was the year that Jordan 23 came out, so they definitely went heavy that year. However, that one missing piece are the insoles. The 2013 insoles had that ice cold quote that does not exist in the 2023 version. And I don't know why. Apart from that though, I am glad Jordan Brand brought back this shoe. A lot of people have been waiting for this shoe to come back, and I hope everyone who wants them gets a pair. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Air Jordan 3 Fair. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes